A shot at the professional level.
Germany's the country to keep your eye on, too. There's a lot of talent over there. The German-American Football League is developing a lot of players. There's a quarterback going to TCU this year who's the best player in Germany, but he's also one of the best incoming freshman college quarterbacks we're going to have. And he's played all of his ball in Germany.
Fumble on this play. And a scramble for it on the ground. Anderson rips it out of the pile himself.
He's filling up the stat sheet. He's got a tackle. He's got a fumble recovery. I like it. We hear him talking between the break all the time. Kevin Anderson's fiery, but here's Jordan Salima, and just right at the point of contact. Linebackers coming in to make a play, hand right on the ball, and then look at Kevin Anderson here.
Trips left. 80 trips left.
Says, I'm trying to finish this drive off. Give me that thing. No, seriously, give me that thing.
Here we go, here we go.
Third down. Pressure coming. Anderson. There's his target again. Dan Williams. There is a flag.
Huddle, huddle, huddle.
Dan Williams tonight is already up to 110 yards receiving.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's defensive holding. Declining, right?
Penalty flag on the field.
Let's see what this flag will be against.
Before the pass, face mask, Aviators number 25. Penalties decline. Resulting in the play is first and 10. First and goal.
And we talked about this,
Here we go, guys.
where this ball doesn't have to lead the receiver. When you see this fade route down the sideline, you don't have to hit him perfectly in stride. Earlier, we saw Dan Williams mistime his jump on one, unable to catch it when he was in the slot. But here, if you do throw it high and behind the guy, gives him time. The longer the ball is in the air, the more time the receiver has to adjust to it. And Dan Williams, because he's ran by so many guys in this league, and you know, you're a defense and you put on the tape for the Conquerors, one of the first things you're going to say is, we can't let this guy run by us. And so DB there stays on top of him, but he's able to adjust and come back and make a big play.
First and goal. Holly heads together with JoJo McIntosh. Comes up short of the goal line.
Anderson pass out to Holly. Taken out of bounds near the 1 yard line.
Holly, one of those slot receivers that loves contact, and
Report. Coach.
tight end gets his hands, gets a great block. Outside receiver, when you're running this play here and you get man coverage, you don't need to block him. You just run a fade, and that's gonna end up being your block. So that's well executed, and that's about what you can expect from this tight down there. Is get it in his hands. It's essentially an extension of the run game. Get it in my slot receiver's hands as fast as possible and give him some space to make a play.
Trying to join his brother, Nate, who's already on a practice squad in the NFL. As Salima scampers in for another rushing touchdown. That's his third on the night. And his fourth in the spring league this year.
This is just another tight ISO. Again, if you don't have any penetration, the running back can usually find a crease. That play is designed to go up between the guard and tackle, but he reads the defense. Everyone's getting squeezed down in there. He bounces it out, and all you need is a little crease. Jordan Salima playing behind his pads, finishing these drives off when he gets down in there tight. And that's a really good drive for the Conquerors, particularly after, Aviators start to get a little bit of momentum back. They get the turnover. They score on the long touchdown, and then best way to answer is to just put together a methodical drive. Don't settle for a field goal. Finish it with a touchdown and an extra point. Jordan Salima having a day. Dan Williams having a day. Conquerors on top, 35-19.
Hey, well, Jordan Salima, all the defensive and special teams plays, he's having himself a night with 3 touchdowns.
He is. He's ran really well between the tackles. I just love it. He plays behind his pads. He's finishing down in there. So often when guys get down in tight, they dive into the end zone. He doesn't. He keeps his feet moving. And you've seen him get that shovel pass, 20 yards through the air, almost 60 on the ground, but 3 touchdowns. Jordan Salima running behind his O-line, and they've been able to get him in space. There's been a couple of tackles for losses, but other than that, his line has done a great job. No penetration inside. He's hit it in between the tackles and then bounced it when it was there. He's done a great job of finishing runs, the stiff arm, and he was a running back in this league. That's what you want to show, is that you can play behind your pads, you can get in the open field, and you don't take negative plays. So Jordan Salima building on, you know, a little slower start because they've sputtered on offense the first 2 weeks a little bit in the run game, but tonight able to open it up and finish these drives off.
Slowly but surely they're cutting down on the returns for Matthew Sexton. So Bethel Thompson, well, this is one of those you just got to grind through it, huh?
Well, this is a drive here where you got to take some shots, right? You got to get the momentum back on your side. He hasn't seen a ton of zone coverage. We haven't seen him complete that many balls in between the hashes, and so I would look for them to continue to find Hardaway, continue to find Julian Williams in the slot. Just see if you can't put a drive together and take a shot once you cross that 50.
The difference in the stat line from last week. Bethel Thompson lobs it incomplete. Intended for Kent Shelby.
And he wants that one back. This is a rare miss out of McLeod Bethel Thompson. He did have a clean pocket there. He had a receiver open on the sideline. We don't see him, too many inadvertent misses out of him, and we'll see the frustration there.
Here we go. We need a receiver. Here we go. Here we go. Rocket, jet right, 63 on Bravo. Ready?
Romar Morris.
Here we go. Hey, 91.
Two-sport athlete at UNC. As hip pocket.
White 20.
On second down. Long pass is almost hauled in by Truesdell. He's a big cat at 6'7", 252 pounds. The coverage from Jackson Leonard.
Yeah, and it's the inside slot fade, and at 6'7", you've got to make this play. This is an absolute dime. I know the DB gets a hand in there, and it looks like a contested catch, but that's when you got to track the ball early, see where it's coming. You'd love to see him kind of lean into the safety there and then be able to go up and high point it. But from a quarterback's perspective, yeah, you get man coverage on a 6'7" guy with a safety covering him. That's exactly where you're going with the ball. But here they are, 3rd and 10 again.
They'll give the handoff to Morris, and they'll get close to the line to gain. Be curious to see if they go for a 4th down here.
Go for it.
Yeah. Terry Shea barking out instructions.
Yeah, you mentioned Terry Shea spent a lot of time training guys for the NFL draft, some high picks, been around the game as a head coach, coordinator, play caller, and a great developer of young talent as guys enter into the NFL. Really respected in league circles in the quarterback community.
Bethel Thompson goes under center here. On 4th down, he rolls out and finds his man along the outside. Julian Williams, did he get it? They'll give it to him.
I love that play call. It's such an obvious rundown, so to be able to show not just a play action, you know, naked, but to show a run look, right? Getting under center, hey, let's get up there and get that, and all he needs is just enough space to get this ball off. Julian Williams does a great job extending. That ball was caught behind the line, line to gain, ends up extending and getting a fresh set of downs out of it.
We got Q9 on Bravo. Ready? We got 10. We gotta go.
And they've had success when they get the quarterback out on the run. So we've seen the sprint draws. I would look to see him get out of the pocket.
Look out here. Devion Smith upfield. And up the middle, Smith gets inside the 25-yard line. Some extra words after the whistle.
That hurry up, so often that hurry up comes with a quick game passing. Instead, cross direction, one running back goes one way, Devion Smith goes the other, sees the hole, cuts back, and gets vertical right now. And this is exactly what they've been missing all night, is some explosive plays on the ground to open up play action, to allow him to drop back and throw it. Take some pressure off of those tackles and long, 5-step drops from gun. And this is the stuff you need early in the game to set things up. But again, it's not too late for the quarterback like McLeod Bethel Thompson. They are absolutely still in this.
Shot play, but right to the hands of a Conqueror.
Bethel Thompson could not believe what he just saw.
Ken Hike Jr. with the interception. This is virtually was a receiver here.
And Bethel Thompson is clearly not expecting the receiver to run fast for 10 yards and then jog and style. That is not what he was expecting out of that. That is not on Bethel Thompson. Shelby Jr. getting coached up. And when you have a savvy veteran quarterback as a wideout, you see here that last run play sets up the play action just like this. And he's got man coverage. Looking to just give Shelby a chance to go up and get it.
Shelby looked like he was confused with the play call mid-route.
Yeah, and he's been one of the big play threats. He's 6'3", 208, but last week he had 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown, so that's a guy you want to give a shot. Frustrations mount for the Aviator offense.
So that's 2 interceptions now for Bethel Thompson as the final seconds will tick away here in the third quarter.
Sideline, sideline.
7 combined turnovers.
Yeah, walk it down if you want. Take your time.
And for the Aviators, 3 of those 5 have come on
This is
fumbles.
the knockout punch we need. This is
Kevin Anderson.
This is the knockout drive.
You heard him say it. They want this to be the knockout drive.
Guys, this is the knockout drive we need.
To McLeod, Bethel Thompson's Aviators. End of the quarter. We head to the 4th. Conquerors 35, Aviators 19 in San Antonio, the Spring League on FS1. And we're eavesdropping a little bit. He's kicking himself after that last throw. Second interception of the night, but at least on what we see, I don't know if that's on him.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's one of those miscommunications. Somebody's not running full speed. You try and give him a shot. And all sorts of frustration from McLeod tonight.
Well, regardless of that, Kevin Anderson continues to have himself a nice night. Now, 18 of 24.
He's approaching the 300-yard mark for the first time. He didn't have 300 yards coming into tonight off of 2 games, and so Conquerors each week getting better and better and getting a feel for each other and capitalizing on the mistakes of the Aviators tonight.
They are 0-2. Long shot at this rate to make the title game in a couple weeks, but
here we go.
Aviators 2-0. There's a 3rd down conversion. And Dan Williams continues to receive the bulk of the targets when they need a big play.
I think Williams is a really complete receiver. Obviously, we've seen him catch balls down the field, but just running a 14-yard curl there. He's got the build. He's 6'2", 215. He's got speed. He catches the ball away from his body, and he's physical when he's blocking out there in the run game, too. So another guy that kind of should be on some people's radars is you're physical like that. You usually think guys like that can contribute on special teams, too. And, again, that's the ticket to playing on Sundays.
Swing pass, and Holly is knocked out after a gain of 3.
Clock still runs, though. No, it doesn't.
Fourth quarter, Conquerors continue to roll along. Now 400 yards of offense as a team.
That's a lot of offense because they've had some short fields too. They haven't started on their own 20 every time, and if they have yet, I mean, they've had a lot of short fields. They've just moved the ball. They also haven't had a lot of punts or 3 and outs.
Here we go.
They forced 5 fumbles. They have 2 interceptions as a team.
Hurry, get set, guys. Hurry, get set. Hurry, get set.
And you've seen some great plays on both sides of the ball by this group. 2nd and 7, and Olateju a little off balance. Unable to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Olateju on the carry.
And these bubble screens, these swings, they're high completion percentage throws. You give your guy a chance to get in the open field and make a play, but also it starts to get the defense. They get bored at coming up and making tackles, so it also sets up some opportunities to take a shot down the field.
Hey, trio left. 61 Georgia special on 2.
see here. What 61 Georgia special looks like. 3rd and 8. Anderson, the outside, and Bandy will come up short of the line to gain. 4th and 2.
That's a really good tackle by Hockey Woods Jr. too, and we've said his name a few times tonight. These open field tackles are tough. This is a safety coming down from space. 3rd and 8. Does a good job staying low and securing the tackle, wrapping up, getting him out of bounds, using the sideline as that extra defender, kind of forcing guys out, not giving him a chance to cut back and not giving him a chance to get the edge. I've been impressed with Hockey Woods Jr. The interception was nice. Made a nice tackle velocity, shot the gap, and then great open field tackle. That's what you want to see out of a safety, somebody who can do a little bit of everything.
Mengel aiming for the sideline. This will kick off the numbers and roll all the way inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Mengel's had himself a nice night, kicking-wise. 35-19.
It's a battle for the top of the AFC South. For the touchdown! Phillip Rivers and the Colts. What a throw! Derrick Henry and the Titans. You can't bring him down. Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, gyros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Here? Nah. Introducing the all-new Chevy Trailblazer.
Here. Nope.
Here.
When the middle of nowhere is somewhere. The all-new Chevy Trailblazer, making life's journey just better.
New Planters Pop and Pour will single-handedly change the way you snack. Whether you're hitting the road or hitting the trail, you can keep on multi-snacking. New Planters Pop and Pour. Stay satisfied.
A live bookkeeper is helping customize QuickBooks for me.
Okay, you're all set up.
Thanks. That was my business key. This one's casual.
Get set up right with a live bookkeeper with Intuit QuickBooks.
Takes the championship 34 years after his father.
Child arrived just the other day. Came to the world in the usual way. And he was talking before I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you.
I'm driving.
Zero alcohol.
And the cats in the cradle and the silver smoke. Little boy blue and the man on the road.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwaved hot dogs, right, Dad? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. So pick up a KFC $20 fill-up today.
Well, in the first half for the Aviator offense, it was everybody making mistakes. They had 4 turnovers, and then here, McLeod Bethel-Thompson. We weren't really sure. It was a miscommunication. Was he supposed to keep going? And his words said it all.
God, you can't throw that.
All right, so you've got to have a short memory, right? This is an audition. Make no mistake. For a guy who's been around, and yeah, he may be a capable pro quarterback, but this is an audition in some respects.
Yeah, and that's why that's so frustrating. Now, I as a guy who watches a lot of quarterbacks, I mean, I look at that and I go, like, he's also trying to make a play. I can see why he's frustrated, but at the same time, what you can't do is take sacks and just throw the ball out of bounds. You got to keep giving guys chances to make plays.
First play of this drive is a run for Devion Smith as he drags the pile forward. Pretty solid run on first down.
And with McLeod Bethel-Thompson, too, I mean, this guy went to 2 colleges, Spring League, not in this order, Spring League, 2 different Canadian teams, and I think 5 different NFL teams. So it may sound like a journeyman, and we use that as a derogatory term often, like, oh, this guy's only a journeyman. You have to be incredibly competitive to continue to get opportunities like that. And so for a guy like McLeod, who has as much tread on his tires, this situation, as difficult as it's been tonight, this is a guy who's going to continue to fight.
And the play blown up there by Willie Yarbury. Tackle for loss on Devon Whaley. And then a little extra after. And the last thing referees want to do in a situation like this is have to throw flags. Because they want to let him play. But
after the play, personal foul, Conquerors number 55, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Jawan Johnson has made a couple nice plays, forcing 2 fumbles tonight.
Yeah, and down 16, I mean, it's a 2-score game, and so with 10 minutes left, 3 timeouts, there is opportunity here, and everybody's capable of turning it over, getting a 3 and out. So everything's still on the table here. If they can take some shots down the field, and if they can complete some balls and get some momentum
going. Banana left, fake 50 gut, naked right, stack pass, F flat on bro, right? Understand.
This is going to be their shot right here on 1st and 10. Get a free first down with the penalty. Naked right and shot down the field.
There's the play action. There's the naked rollout. There's the shot downfield. It is juggled and dropped. Initially looked like it could have been intercepted. Delvon Hardaway, he's going to be seeing those in his sleep tonight.
He had this too. And he just doesn't have enough time to step into this right here, right there. He's pulled up, I guess he kind of did, but he's got somebody in his face, and then Hardaway, they had the look.
Gun twins right, jet right.
You know, you really want to lead him across the field. There's nothing left. If he bends him across the field, essentially just throws it as high as far as he can to the other hash, then Hardaway's got a chance to go get it. And
Ken Hike almost had his second pick. Ethel Thompson, screen, and then met immediately. Smith could not get away from Aaron Menz.
When I talked about it, 65, that first block in these screens, you got to get the first guy blocking there. He splits the guard and center. There is nothing left in front of him. If Beecham can get a hand on him, even just get in his way, there's nothing past that first level. He is still running. If those center and guard can get a hand on that linebacker, they does a great job, splits it, and gets a tackle for loss.
The goal here, 3rd and 15. Bethel Thompson under duress, gets away, loses the football. It'll go out and allow them to punt it away. But a tough night has gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, and this is just a quarterback wanting it too bad, wanting to force a play that's not there. He's wrapped up and tries to set his feet, can't see anything, trying to get out again, and hard to watch because you want him to be able to find that guy. He just hasn't had time, or they've turned it over, or it's just been a series of unfortunate events for the Aviator offense. But you can't make a bad play worse, and unfortunately there's just nowhere to go and doesn't have any time on 3rd down to make a play down the field.
Reno gets it away. And from midfield, Michael Bandy with some room to run, gets by 2 tackles. And the anchor tackle made by Devion Smith. But the Conquerors are in command now.